All right, folks, welcome to today's free trading video. Happy New Year to everybody. Took last week off and I'm back in action in the markets, and they certainly did not quiet down. They've been on fire. Everything from stocks and ETFs to commodities, and of course, we have to mention our friend Bitcoin here trading around 39,000 as of this recording. So we usually do a seasonal idea of the week, but I've been getting lots of questions about our new Divergence Dominator Pro indicator, or specifically the TPI indicator, and that is short for the turning point identifier. And what is the TPI indicator? Well, it's simply this little indicator down here. This is just your standard RSI pane right here. Not needed. I still like to look at it just because that's what I'm used to. But we've had a custom proprietary divergence indicator built that we released at the end of the year. It has been quite a hit. So I thought I'd share with you, especially those that are not or may not be familiar with it, and simultaneously address some of the questions that I get. Now, one of the main questions I get about this is, what is the best time frame? Well, there's no right or wrong answer. It really depends on how much action you want and what the market is doing on any given day. If you look at the 10-minute E-mini S&P here, our last signal, we had a signal today at around 10 a.m. Central. You see right here at this reversal bar, we had a trade down from about 96 off these lows here down to about 88. A nice little 8-point trade. Now, we have specific rules that we follow in a buy. We don't just take these as a sell signal or these as a buy signal when they do occur. But that is basically all we have had today in the E-mini S&P, other than this short trade or the short setup here in the European session around 1:45 a.m. from around 68 down to about 57, 58. If you want more action, all you need to do is just drill down to a lower time frame. You can go down to 5-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute, whatever tickles your fancy, and you can see that we now have several trades. Several trade ideas here. Last one being here at around 1:10 p.m. You can see the arrow, corresponding arrow down in this area. You see a buy signal here, and we get some buy signals coming in here into the lunch period. If we go back earlier on in the day, it looks like we had a short around 10 a.m. and another potential short there around 9:30. Let's see if we had anything prior to the open. Had a potential short signal here and another potential short signal here. So a couple easy things that we do, or we won't call them easy, but a couple of just kind of standard rules or principles that we apply are just simple trend line analysis. We just want to use simple trend line analysis and take the trades when we get these sell prints or these buy prints. When we get trend line breaks, that is our confirmation to get into the trade. So you see we have a nice trend line here. Would have not taken that trade here or that trade here, or would not even gotten long here. We would have gotten long on this second push up as we cleared through that trend line. Of other markets, it's also been working well. You know, one may ask, well, the market's just going up, market's just going up. Well, you can see lots of opportunities here to sell or trade in and out of this move, even though we're up 1.5% or 55 points on the E-mini S&P. Even though we bid in a huge uptrend, it's also caught some really nice swing moves here on the 4-hour chart. We have, just going back to fit the screen, we have had a nice little sell here, had a little sell here, a nice sell here, a sell here, huge trade opportunity there. Nice little sell trade here. What's that, from 37.41 down to about 15. And then we had a sell on this on 1.4 before we had this huge extended move down from 37.40 down to 36.52. So a lot of different ways to play that, whether you want to trade on 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 4 hour, and so on. A couple other markets that, like our crude oil, works well with crude oil, really works well with any instrument. Sometimes you'll get more signals than others. Here on crude today, no trades other than the European session. I was sound asleep here, but another short here in the early European session. Looks like we're attempting to get short here possibly for a small loss there prior to the European session. We go down to 1 minute. For those that like action, like to scalp, had a nice trade here as of this recording right here at 50.75, taking it up to 50.86. A couple trades here, a couple short opportunities here, another one here. Nice buy signal here. You can see a sell signal coming in right here. Sell signals and sell signals coming in. And aside from the trend line analysis, we also like to incorporate just price structure. We want to be cognizant, be aware of where we are in terms of price, and we really want to make sure we incorporate the larger time frames by a multiple of 3 when we can. So those that are more swing or position based trader, we start with the monthly, then go down to the weekly, then the daily, and the 4 hour. If you're more intraday focused, perhaps start with the daily, 4 hour, and then the 1 hour, and just work your way down depending on what you're trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish. So anyway, that's a little sneak peek there into the divergence, into the power of the turning point identifier indicator, or what we call it the TPI, holding a session next week where we'll go through all of this in more detail. So if you're interested, feel free to post here on YouTube or send us an email at support@seasonalswingtrader.com so you make sure you get a registration link to attend. Everybody have a great week. Good luck, good trading, and we'll see you on the next update.